Inspirational way. Sarah, would you come this way? And with your friends that you're bringing too from the Well Project, because we've been a part of this now over the past number of months. And it's the Well Project that has sought to bring water to places where they have none in a community. And so, Sarah, would you just tell us more about that wonderful mission we've been a part of? Try it again.
Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Sarah Kornberg. I'd just like to read what was in our newsletter in June, just to refresh everybody's memory about what we've done. In January, 29 members and affiliates of Green Valley Methodist joined together to study the book, The Hole in Our Gospel, by Richard Stearns, who's the president of World Vision. As we read and shared the book, sadness, anger, fear, compassion, unacceptance, acceptance, and etc. were experienced by all of our class members. We were repeatedly reminded of our purpose as Christians, which is to fulfill the Great Commission. On May 15th, we completed the Bible study, but we didn't want to finish just there. We agreed to pledge financially and through services of a drilling of a well in Sierra Leone, West Africa, for the raining season's planned self-sustaining village through Just Hope International. 3 of our church members have actually been on mission trips with these ladies over to Africa, and actually 11 of the orphans at the orphanage are sponsored by some of our members. So water is needed first in order to start the construction of the village in Bawia, which is upcountry from Freetown. Basic to the village is housing for orphans, schools, a church, and a medical clinic. So I'd just like to introduce you to these ladies. This is Erica Stone, who is the co-founder of the Raining Season, and next to her is Karen Bruton from Just Hope, and she'll be doing the drilling of the well. And then Karen also is with the Raining Season, and she's in charge of sponsorship for them. So I'd just like to turn the mic over to them for just a moment so they can tell you more about what they're doing.
Thank you so much for allowing us to be part of your services today. There are 163 million orphans in the world. And there are over 350,000 orphans in Sierra Leone, West Africa. We currently care for 92 of those children. And for the last couple years, we've been living in the capital city of Freetown with inadequate water supply, very little room. We're always busting at the seams. We have children that wait outside of our gate, begging to come in, and we have to turn them away daily. And we prayed for a long time that God would bring someone, churches, individuals, other corporations, other nonprofits that might be able to join with us and dream about what it could look like someday when we could grow and actually have an orphan village. And we connected with Karen Bruton with Just Hope International, and we began dreaming together and planning this village project. And your church took the first step and raised funds for the very first well that will be in a community that has no access to water. And I am so thankful to all of you, as is Karen, for what you have done for our organization and for our children. So on behalf of the staff and all of the children in Sierra Leone, I want to just tell you how thankful we are to all of you for all of your giving. Karen?
Good morning. In Africa, it is said that life is water. Water is life. I'm sorry. Water is life. You have given life, not just to the children of today, but for generations to come, to the Hole in the Gospel class and to each member of this church. You are such an inspiration to me. And when I'm standing there when that well is drilled, I will remember this moment, and I will say a special prayer for all of you. You have no idea how much this means. You are amazing. And I hope you'll come to the potluck lunch so you can hear and see more of how our 2 ministries are working together to lift up the love of God in an area that is one of the poorest places on earth. God bless each and every one of you, and thank you from the bottom of my heart.
So now I'd like to invite the members that are here today that were in the Hole in the Gospel class with me. Would you guys all come on up, please? And I do need to say a special mention for Tom Steyer, who led the class with me. He's in Minnesota for the hot part of the summer. He'll be coming back probably in another month. And also Jeff and Cheryl Miller, who are also, I guess we would call them snowbirds or sunbirds that leave when it's hot. And then Linda and Wendell Ram, who kind of were just passing through and stopped in for the 12-week class, and now they're off. So, you know, there were some really great people that aren't here today. And I know there were some people in the class that weren't able to make it this morning, but I know that they're all thinking about us today. So these are some of the members of the class. And what I'd like to do is just remind you that the class had pledged $10,000. Which was just amazing. And once the class pledged $10,000, we realized that we wanted to bring the rest of the congregation into it. We were just so excited about being able to assist in providing water in a country that, you know, doesn't have those facilities like we do. So I'd just like to remind everybody what a wonderful congregation, what a wonderful church family that we have, that everybody stepped in and helped us with this project. Vacation Bible School used the raining season and the well project is one of their missions that they did. So I'd like to ask anybody in the audience that served, volunteered, or had a child who attended Vacation Bible School, will you please stand up at this time? And then from Vacation Bible School, we actually got another $1,100 from those little kids. We also had a benefit. Stay standing, everybody. I want you to stand up and recognize you. We also had a benefit concert that Cheryl Johnston did, along with Jolene Gilmore and Gina Maddox. So I'd like to ask you to stand because you were a part of that. If anybody volunteered during that, or if anybody gave money at that concert, I would like to ask you to stand up. At that concert, we raised $1,700. So please stand up if you attended that. And then also we had sales out in the front that Linda and Wendell Ram kind of spearheaded through Eternal Threads, and that raised $1,400. So if you purchased anything at that sale or gave any money during that point, please stand up. And then the rest of the money, if you gave anything in the offering, if you dropped even $1 in the well that we had out in the narthex, I would just like to recognize you as well. Please stand up if you gave anything to the well project at all. Thank you. You guys can all be seated, and just again, it takes a village. It takes, you know, a church family. So now comes the fun part. I would love to go ahead and present you with the funds for the well project. So Karen, on behalf of Green Valley Methodist Church, I'd like to present you with the $15,500 check for the well project. And now we have, we did a communion offering in August for sponsorship for Elva. And I would like to present that to you, Karen, and that is in the amount of $2,381.21. And then finally, this is the exciting part. You guys are amazing, and you went above and beyond, and your generosity is just completely overwhelming, and I'd like to thank each and every one of you. We have leftover money that we weren't anticipating getting, and we'd like to present you with a check for your general fund for $3,261.90.
Thank you all so much. I just need to share very quickly with you this sponsorship check. I'm sorry. Little Elva is a little girl with very severe autism. She lived in a hospital for almost 3 years of her life because she had nowhere to go. She lived inside of an extra large crib. She rarely got to get out of that crib. And we were so afraid to take her in because we felt like we didn't have the correct caregivers, the proper caregivers with the proper training to give her the quality care she needed. And we stepped out and took her in. And I can't tell you how much we appreciate you sponsoring this beautiful child. I just want to tell you thank you. She's going to have so much hope because of you. So thank you for giving to Elva.
Thank you, everybody. You guys are amazing. And just God bless every single one of you. Thank you.